prepare yourself for this. I didn't realize they're going to do reprints of this book, and I didn't realize what it was until I got it.
Wrong one.
This is reprint.
There we go. Ah, yes. I want that. I love that story. This is the Dell Zorro. This is, we actually sold one of these. That was, for a while, that was the #1 comic sold.
So
we sold the very first appearance of Zorro in comics, which this is Zorro proper. The very first appearance of Zorro in comics is actually a Kid Eternity book.
Yeah.
But that is great. That is a great book. I mean, it's like literally, not only if you can find the original, it's a great book to have as an investor, but that's a great story.
This is a reprint of issue #2 of the original Dell, back in 1943 or 44. $4 through American Mythology Productions.
Well, I want it.
I did not. I was looking like I didn't see this on the other channel. The thing I usually look at Comic Geeks.
Yeah,
it just happened to be there.
By the way, maybe we should start a Kickstarter, because something we're missing out on is
Zorro books.
Well, yeah, Zorro, Green Llama, Pre-Code Horror,
Green Llama.
There's a character called Green Llama. That's just one that popped into my head. Point being is these books are public domain. That's public domain. So they could.
Hey, if I can.
I don't think the Zorro one is, but there's a lot of stuff out there that you can. There are people who have created their own comic book company, cleaned up the images. Let's get that out there. Boom, it can be done.
Speaking of Zorro stuff, next week is actually coming out. Is Lady Zorro, another book coming out.
Lady Zorro,
which I didn't realize that was a thing they had for a while. But I know it's a TV show.
The copy was also the first appearance of Queen Atlanta, his mama.
Oh, nice.
So and I still have a couple of the books from last week. They're going to show up as well that didn't get picked up.
Like you said, I was excited. I was like, I looked at it like, wait, that's old. But I'm like, it's a reprint. I'm thinking like, I've never seen reprints or just the old original Zorro, unless it's like, if they did a reprint, it's old.
Yeah, that does look pretty good. I thought this would have already been gone. There's such a push for Doctor Doom now, and this is his very first solo series. And of course, I have a feeling that a couple of these are going to be picked up by Nerdy Texan.
One would say you're doomed to hold on to that Doom.
I know, right?
It's not a bad thing.
no, it's a good comic. And this one is mine. I finally put my statue set back up, and so I found this. I lost this for a while. I found it again, but
it almost looks like it's supposed to be a connecting cover.
What?
That one you just showed the Teen Titans. Like it should be a connecting cover. That'd be great.
Oh, I just put on. I was lucky enough. There was for $150 the first appearance of Deathstroke. Really nice copy.
Nice.
So but it was the one I had already on layaway. It's just I hadn't been able to visit the Kissimmee store because I'm in another city now, and so they removed it from layaway. They sent it to the store I was at, and they were able to put it back on layaway for me. I can't I can't afford a Deathstroke, so I'm gonna get that, and then holy shit, I found a first appearance of the Unknown Soldier. I'm very happy about that. Let's see. Not sure about current Lois said, but the Burn era and thereabouts, she was taught fighting techniques by her dad. Yeah, I think she's still there. Green Llama has been contentious if it is public domain or not, but I have seen a lot of publishers use them. Well, I think it has to do with if you're using somebody else's version of him. He's in the public domain. Once they're in public domain, they're in the public domain.
Like I said, I'd love to see Zorro.
I'm pretty sure Dynamite, like if you start doing some of these characters, I'm sure Dynamite will try to cause you some trouble.
Yes, I think Dynamite is the one that's doing the Lady Zorro.
Yeah,
let me look it up.
Yeah, and they're doing the Green Llama and the Black Terror and all these other Golden Age.
Like I said, I'm liking Project Superpower. Is Dan Abnett's coming back to it again?
Project Superpowers.
I believe he's gonna be. Well, at least he's gonna be doing something with them. Like I said, it's weird how Dynamite's been getting some of the good writers over there. Ones that aren't doing anything. Like Dan Abnett was working on Aquaman. Get kicked off of that. Where'd he go? left. He didn't go to Marvel.
Yeah.
He went over to Dynamite. Dynamite still has its own share of problems. They hire people like Mark Russell to write crappy Red Sonja books. Christopher Priest is self-inserting Michael B. Jordan to every book he writes for Dynamite.
That's sad. And
I'm not making it up. Go look at his Vampirella Year 1. The guy that knocks out Vampirella.
I looked at the first issue. I will not look at another. Yeah, I did.
Like I said, I was like, what is this? Like a fantasy? I'll to tell her origin story as she flies away naked and pregnant. I was like, ugh. Diamond did a good take on Green Llama in Project Superpowers. Really good. But he wasn't there. Okay, I read. You're talking about the one that just ended, the 6-issue one, or is this earlier, like a couple
the
years
year
ago?
one? Yeah, I guess it just ended because I remember getting the first couple of or the first issue anyway.
Well, the reason I asked because I know I haven't been reading, paying attention to Dynamite, but Dynamite's been doing this stuff since 2013. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I love Project Superpowers. I'd say
Yeah.
I got that in a. There used to be this thing called the comic book bento, and so it was just it was one of those box services that were popular for a while.
Bentos.
And they would send trade paperbacks. You know, obviously they bought overstock from comic shops, and then they would just send trade paperbacks. And I got some of the Project Superpowers. Warren Ellis was writing, and I thought they were awesome. Good stuff. That Green Llama was a Buddhist, hence the name Lama, as in Dalai Lama. Let's see. Dynamite did a good take on Green Llama and Project Superpowers. Really good, says Eric and Boyd. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I like the Zorro books by Toth and Dell. I have almost all of them, says one slick dude. Me too.
So I looked it up. American Mythology, the one that did the Zorro book here, the reprint, they're doing a Lady Zorro book. It's a lady versus a Swamp Witch.
I do also believe that they did a Tarzan and I think they did a Frankenstein as well. I could be wrong though. One slick dude, did you know that on Disney Plus they just put in the guy, what's his name, Zorro? The one, out of the night when the full moon is bright comes a horseman known as Zorro. That one?
Blade?
No, that's a whole different one. 2 bits, 4 bits, 8 bits a dollar, all for Zorro, stand up and holler. Hello, brother. Who are you? Oh, well, you could say we were once woo mates.
As much as I love Antonio Banderas Zorro, Mask of Zorro, I love the
gay blade. I saw the gay blade many times when I was a kid, and we just got HBO and all
Guy
that kind
Williams
of stuff.
is
Guy Williams, thank you. It was a lot of fun. That movie.
Did you ever do a crossover with Batman for Zorro? Probably. I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't.
I don't remember
DC
them doing that.
I mean, well, DC's done crossovers with other stuff like they've done with Harris back in the day. They had Vampirella.
Well, I know, but I don't think Batman ever teamed up with Zorro. Not Zorro proper, anyway.
Well, he's got the Gray Ghost, which is Zorro.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, of course he did the shadow and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
Zorro.
Oh no, it's pretty cool. I think I want that book. I'm hoping they have it.
Yeah, they did. It was a Brave and the Bold.
Was Zorro the Gay Blade filmed under the bridge? No. At the time, I was only 12 when that movie came out.
The Brave and the Bold, issue 121.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Rock on.
This looks kind of like it's a newer. Well, it's 90s. It has the blue and it has the 4 stars turned to side circle. So it's got to be But yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, once again, if you're jumping in and wondering what the hell's going on, we were going to do a reading, but unfortunately, Maranya went to bed. Eric's got the World Series. We're not tearing him away from that. I wanted to do a couple or at least a story out of pre-code horror. Something we've seen the covers. What's behind those covers? Actually, that would make for a good video series. What you got the famous cover. Hey, look, you got that Wolverine. Let's now check out the story behind that cover.
You were showing that the one you showed we were asking what behind the cover. There was an image you could see on that's supposed to be there on the picture you showed in the group. We're talking about that or talking about the inside, because if you look closer on that image you showed and you ask what's behind the cover, you could see an outline of something like a head or something like that.
Well, yeah,